welcome back to Gearwire.com. I'm Owen. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Eminence Patriot Screamin Eagle. It is a 12-inch, 16-ohm guitar speaker. The Screamin Eagle, as the name might imply, is made for screamin' leads. It's a super bright sounding speaker, or so the Eminence paperwork tells us. It's rated at 50 watts RMS, although speaker power matching for guitar cabinets works a little bit differently than PA speakers. Actually, some of the paperwork with Eminence pretty clearly states that even though their speakers may be rated at a pretty high power wattage or power rating, it doesn't mean you necessarily can't use them with lower Class A, like 10 watt, 15 watt, or 30 watt amps. We're actually going to be using this AC15 top boost. This amp already comes loaded with a pretty nice Vox AlNiCo Blue speaker. And we're going to be doing an A-B side-by-side comparison with the Eminence Screamin Eagle. Now, normally guitar speakers are not an easy thing to A-B, but through the magic of video and the modern art of editing, we're going to be giving you a side-by-side comparison of the Screamin Eagle with the Vox's factory standard, well, it is an option at the factory, AlNiCo Blue speaker. Okay, so now that we've got our AC15 on its front, let's take it apart and take the speaker out. I've already removed the screws from this lower back panel here. In order to take the speaker out of this particular amp, I've also had to take the reverb tank out of the way. Let's unplug the speaker from its 1/4-inch speaker input. I've also had to remove the main amplifier section from the main cabinet. So let's very carefully lift that out. You'll notice I have the power unplugged. Whenever you're doing any kind of work internally on an amp like this, it is always a good idea to not just turn it off, but remove it from any power source. Take that to the bank. All right, so now I've already removed the screws from this speaker, so let's lift this guy out. There's our AlNiCo Blue right there. Paper cone, AlNiCo magnet. Now this speaker lead wire here was actually soldered to the speaker leads. So I've had to borrow a wire from a different little combo amp. Let's put our Eminence speaker in place. His Eminence? Anyway. There we go, looks pretty nice right there. Wish we could tilt that logo around, but our speaker leads are in this side. Now the Screamin Eagle is a ceramic magnet, also matched with a paper cone. It's got a copper voice coil. That ceramic magnet is going to be a markedly different sound from the AlNiCo magnet. Let's get this thing wired back up and crank her up and see how she sounds. Okay, so we've magically traveled back in time, and we've got our Vox AlNiCo Blue speaker installed. That's the factory option speaker. We've got our top boost volume cranked, being that the Eminence is supposed to be a lead sounding speaker, so we're going to do it with some overdriven tube tones. Hear how that sounds? But let's play a simple rhythm lick, and we'll compare it to the Eminence speaker. And now we've got our Screamin Eagle installed. I haven't changed any of the EQ settings, but I did take the master volume down because the output was quite a bit higher. So let's give a listen to that same rhythm lick. Quite a difference. All right, now let's listen to something a little mellower with the neck pickup selected, and then compare those two. Okay, now let's just do a quick lead lick and see how those two compare. So there you go. That's the Eminence Patriot Screamin Eagle. A much brighter sounding speaker. It's definitely voiced for real in-your-face lead tones. Really pronounced upper mids, very bright sounding, like they say. All in all, pretty awesome, pretty aggressive sounding speaker. So that concludes our shootout with the Vox AlNiCo Blue and the Eminence Screamin Eagle, the Patriot Screamin Eagle speaker. Thanks for joining us on Gearwire.com. I'm Owen O'Malley. Hope to see you again soon.